Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Here we have another crazy story. Pooh Shiesty. It's fair to say Pooh Shiesty, his career is done with. It's finished. It's over. He's probably going to have to get a job at McDonald's. Imagine that. Or maybe he's going to have to get a job at Wendy's. Either way, he's no longer going to be a rapper anymore. I'm quite certain. Imagine throwing it all away. They said Pooh Shiesty, he was placed in a position where he could have provided for his family, made millions and millions of dollars, but instead he said, you know what? I'm about that street life. One thing about that street life we all know for certain, it's guaranteed to get you in trouble. So that's what happened to Pooh Shiesty. He didn't want to be professional at all. He wanted to indulge in that street life. He wanted to get in trouble. And that's what happened.
Abel, I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr.
The thing is, Memphis is a different place. Memphis, for example, that's what I heard. I've never been to Memphis before, but I heard once you're 18 years old, you could just walk into the store and you could just purchase a firearm. Is that the truth? That's what I heard. So Pooh Shiesty, he grew up in that world where playing with firearms was common. Not only that, they walk around those firearms exposed. You know, most states, let me not say that. So basically, Pooh Shiesty, he basically grew up in the Wild Wild West. But he wasn't smart at all. His father wasn't smart either. Imagine that. Imagine you or your father not being smart. I have no idea why Pooh Shiesty's father didn't say, son, that's not how contracts work. Either you have to buy your way out or you have to fulfill the contract. That's it. No other options. That's it. I mean, I guess they could let you go if they want, but why would Gucci Mane want to let go of Pooh Shiesty? He's his cash cow. He's going to make as much money from him as possible. You know? Pooh Shiesty said, you know what? I don't want to be in this contract anymore. And he didn't have the money to buy himself out. I believe Gucci Mane gave him $1 million contract. So if Gucci Mane gave Pooh Shiesty $1 million contract, it's fair to say Pooh Shiesty got to make Gucci Mane back at least $10 million for him to be satisfied. That's how it goes. These individuals, when they give out these contracts, they want 10 times back. Imagine that. That's why most of these rappers, they go broke. They're always in the red. That's why. But either way, Pooh Shiesty, he's in the feds right now. Either way, nobody's going to want to do business with Pooh Shiesty anymore. They know he can't be trusted. They know he's really shiesty. They know he's really like that. Imagine another record company say, you know what? I want to do business with Pooh Shiesty. And because you don't like the terms of the contract, he's going to want to put firearms on him. Imagine that. So it's fair to say Pooh Shiesty, his career's done. I love to see Pooh Shiesty one of those drive-thrus. I'm quite certain I will. Give it 5 years. Imagine that. Give it 10 for certain. But either way, Pooh Shiesty, he's back in the feds. I mean, here's the thing right here. Gucci Mane's going to shelf Pooh Shiesty. When I mean shelf Pooh Shiesty, that means he's not going to have the luxury of putting out music anymore. Imagine that. And then he's going to be faded away. They said, Pooh, who? The only Pooh I know was Winnie. Now, they said Shiesty. You remember that? I don't know. I don't remember who that is. The only Pooh I know is Winnie. Imagine that. So that's what's going on with Pooh Shiesty. He wanted to play with firearms. He thought he was a tough guy. His father didn't want to... I mean, what was his father doing? Maybe his father, you know what, was thinking about money. So you know what? We go over here and make more money. And give me some, son. Son, give me some money, son. Okay, Dad, I got you. Imagine that. Is that what happened? I don't know. But either way, Pooh Shiesty and his father are in the feds right now. And fair to say, Pooh Shiesty, his career's done with. Imagine that.